After 119 stomach churning orders, we officially hit a 100% acceptance rate. Then we DoorDash with that said 100% acceptance rate. And today I'm going to be doing a DoorDash ride along and talking about my experiences, both taking every single order as well as the 100% acceptance rate.
Let's go!
What I learned from taking 100 orders. Oh, that was bad. What I learned in boating school is it's SpongeBob reference. Did you get it?
What I learned in boating school is...
What I learned from taking 120 DoorDash orders straight, I learned that I'm an idiot. I also learned that I am a clown. But you already knew that. So we didn't need to take 120 orders straight to realize that. But obviously there's more to that than just the clown work, D-Bag Jr. giving me gray hairs, and of course me losing my mental sanity. So today we're gonna go over everything we learned, as well as go over what I learned with that 100% acceptance rate when we did that dash in the previous video. If you have not seen that yet, check it out. What are you doing? Check that out, as well as check out the finale to the Taking Every Single Order series before watching this. So we are off on our first order here, Farello's Cafe, 5.6 miles, I believe. I seem to always mess that up. We got active hour of $17 because there's peak pay. If you're watching this, my acceptance rate is now down to like a 67%. We have completely fallen out of that 100% that we ended up getting. I want to go over numbers first, so let's get to Farello's Cafe and we'll go over the numbers that we had in the entire video. I'm talking the entire dollars we've made, the amount of hours it took. So we have landed at landed? I'm not flying. We have parked at Farello's Cafe. I don't know why I thought I was flying the American Airlines flight 1406. But we have arrived. It took us 7 total episodes, 7 videos to complete this challenge. And as you guys know, we did not actually do 100. We had to do 119 orders. 119 orders, because every double I counted as 2 orders. So if it was like, you know, I had to pick up at this place and this place, I counted that as 2. DoorDash only counted that as 1 towards my acceptance rate. So I wanted to get to 100% acceptance rate. So I had to take 119 orders. It took us 54.7 hours, which is 54 hours and 42 minutes. We made $1,056.13 for an hourly rate of $19.31, which honestly, for taking every single order, really isn't that terrible. However, if you take a look at the miles, we tracked all of our miles throughout this entire series by the Solo app. If you want to check it out, link in the description below. If you sign up using that link, you get a free week trial. And if you join after the free week trial, you get a bonus. Who doesn't love a bonus? We drove 1,101.79 miles, or $1 per mile of 96 cents. We did not even pass $1 per mile. And folks, the worst stat of them all, 119 orders. However, 41 of them took us out of the zone. 41 orders. That is 41% of the orders took us out of the zone. Let's get into Farello's Cafe. They said it was gonna be like a 4-minute wait, so my 4 minutes are up. I gotta do my job. Putting over 1,100 miles on your car is just not recommended, folks. So if you ever think about getting your acceptance rate up to a 100%, let's talk about that first. Because once I finally completed the challenge after barely cracking $1,000 for 7 episodes, the mental game of it was not good. The amount of miles I put on my car was not good. So once we hit it, 100% acceptance rate. But what kind of orders did we get? That's a great question. We got some pretty good orders to start it off. I can't lie. We had like a $10 plus and then another $10 plus because there was $4 peak pay. So I was like, dang, this might actually end up being a very good shift. Then the next 2 orders on earn per offer ended up being really good as well. And then the peak pay ended. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to go out the next day. And ladies and gentlemen, my acceptance rate went from a 99% because we had to decline a earn by time order while we were doing the shift before. But in the second shift, we declined so many orders, my acceptance rate went down to a 74%. I mean, you would think at 100%, DoorDash would say you have the best ratings, you could get access to the best orders. I did not get that. Oh, yep. I did not get that. I did not get that high priority, guys. The amount of upside down orders that we had to see on our screen was appalling. I mean, it was just, it made me sick to my stomach, the amount of garbage I had to decline.
Oh my God!
And then the second I turn it over to earn by time, the orders ended up being really, really good. So I'm like, once I got to platinum, 100% to 75%, really saw no difference, you know? It really wasn't anything too crazy. I was getting a lot of garbage that I would have gotten with a 2% acceptance rate, so it was kind of crazy to look at. I really don't think in any world should you have a 100% acceptance rate. I don't know who's still doing this. I have people that tell me I'm crazy for having something below a 90%. Why is it above 90%? Unless you constantly only work during Friday and Saturday night dinner shifts and do earn by time, I would say I'd probably have a 90% acceptance rate as well. But if you're not, there's no way. There's no way. I made $19.31, which was great, but I made less than $1 per mile doing that. You know, I made less than $1 per mile. So there is no reason to even have it above 80%. I mean, 80%, depending on what market you're in, you might need an 80%. But if you're like me and you only need a 70% to keep your acceptance rate, you should not go above 80. That gives you plenty of wiggle room. If, you know, you get hit with some bad orders, you can take a hit. But I mean, the fact that we started off the finale of the series, I had taken 91 orders straight. The finale, 91 orders straight. I get hit with a $4 for 9.8 mile Chick-fil-A order to start us off in the prime of breakfast rush, where I normally get some really good offers, but $4 for 9.8 miles when I'm at probably the highest priority. Perfect. Not bad at all on that one. $10.63 for like 23 minutes of work. We'll take that all day. Then we got this Rita's order, 6.7 miles. I said don't switch zones, and it took me into this zone that I didn't want to switch into, but we're just gonna let that slide for now. Which now brings me to the future of the taking every single order series. I get asked so many times, can you keep doing this? Can you take every single Uber Eats orders now? I think for a little bit, we're going to need to take a break, folks. We're going to need to take a break to save my car's lifespan. I want to do a challenge starting soon where I try to make $200 in a day for 8 hours. I have 8 hours each day to do it. I want to start like a series where I do this multiple times, and let's say I do it over 10 episodes, and I want to try to get a 5 wins. So 5 times out of 10, I get $200. So that's kind of the next series I want to, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll see you at Rita's. Just kidding, I'm stuck at a red light, so we'll keep chatting. I want to get into doing different series instead of just taking every single order. I've done it so many times, and at some point, my head is going to explode off my body. My neck will just end. There will be no head because it is exploded everywhere. Don't demonetize me for that one, YouTube. It's just a figure of speech. All right, Rita's picked up here. It is Italian ice, and boy, I really want to eat this right now and not be apologetic whatsoever.
Get some help.
But at this point, I think I've pretty much touched on everything I want to say. If I didn't say it, don't take every single order for 100 orders straight. Seems very straightforward. Don't do it. If I didn't make that clear, just don't do it. Oh, I realized my window's down and everyone around me heard that, but Now we're just going to do a DoorDash ride along. I'm going to do about 3.5 to 4 hours, see if I can make 100 bucks on this Saturday night. We got a little peak pay going for now, and then there's college football on tonight, so hopefully we'll get some good orders here. But let's get to good orders. Not that crap. Not that crap we had to take before. All right, we got like $11 and some change, of $5 tip on that one, bringing us up to $22.49 now on the day. Not bad at all. Then we got this 11.9 mile Buffalo Wild Wings taking us back to the zone. Thank you very much. This is the first 10+ mile order. We had so many of those in the Taking Every Single DoorDash Order series, but thankfully this one's actually good because it's bringing me right back into town. It's not going to give me gray hairs, hopefully. And it's going to be on active hour. We have like 31 minutes left of active hour, so I'm going to try to get this order done as quickly as possible so then we can get one more order with peak pay before it ends. What is your opinion on the dang people on the cars? Those little people that people put on their cars, man, I don't know what it is. It irks me. I don't know what it is it just boils my blood a little bit. All right, we got the order. It's only a 14-minute drive, dropping off at 5:20 p.m. So we'll have 9 minutes to get another order during this peak pay. This is going to work out beautifully. Holy macaroni salad. What did I walk into? A $25 active hour? I haven't seen this. I don't know the last time I've seen this. $4.50 peak pay. We have a $5 peak pay. Holy crap. $25 active hour. Limoncello and Papa John's. I don't even care what the Papa John's order is. It's probably not going to be great, but at $25 active hour, I don't care. That is insane. We got the limoncellos. There is just something so refreshing and just knowing that I'm getting paid $25 an hour just to deliver food. What is this? What is this, guys? This is simple. Oh, dang. We got a limo? Papa John's acquired 2 pizzas and some bites. This could be good. Just dropped off the first order. Now we got just a few minute drive to the second drop off. I'm throwing out a $10 tip prediction between the 2 orders. Comment your tip prediction. We moosed you? What does that mean? I feel like moose? Okay, let me just eat real quick. New angle alert. Oh my gosh, that looked filthy. I just tried it and it looked good. All I had to do was just go like this with my phone. Seems safe. Seems smart. I'll have to say it. Juicy right there. $24.27 for like 37 minutes of work. That is insane. $24 for 37 minutes of work is just unheard of. We ended up with $56 in our first 2 hours so far. Not even, just a little bit under 2 hours, but we're gonna keep it rolling here with this salty cow. Our rate is now $23.25 active hour. That is insane. First off, $18.11 for 28 minutes of work is just insane. Second, we just missed out on peak pay. It ended at 6:30. One of the peak pays, it ended at 6:30. We accepted this order at 6:31. If we were literally just 15 seconds earlier, we would have gotten this order. Ah, that sucks so bad. But it's still a very solid order. We're still going to have a very good pace, so Applebee's. It says we have a 9-minute drive. I'm gonna play Freebird, and I'm gonna see which one ends first, this drop off or Freebird. That one was a bit of a kick in the groin. No tip on that one, but hey, it happens to the best of us. We had the active hour up to $19.25, so no biggie. We got this 11-mile order take me out of the zone. I decided, I don't really want that. So then I waited, got this McDonald's order, and by wait, I mean like 26 seconds. You know I'm hungry when McDonald's starts to smell like heaven on earth. This smells phenomenal. Actually, I didn't need to do McDonald's dirty. I don't really like their food, but it smells phenomenal all the time. Also, Freebird won. It finished before we got to that last drop off. Not bad, $8 and some change for 16 minutes of work. We'll take that all day long. Then we get this Amore pizza order. It's not the greatest, but I want to get as much of this peak pay as possible. It ends in about 45 minutes, so I'll probably stop in 45 minutes and go home. If I said this sentence during the Taking Every Order series, I would, oh man, my life would be so much easier. Just a 16-minute drive. That is the longest drive of the video. In the Taking Every Single Order series, that might have been one of our shorter drives. Something that could have very easily been avoided now is the longest drive of the series, 29 minutes. Do not try this at home, please. Completely forgot I was no longer platinum, so I wasn't scheduled this entire time, so my thing ended. I couldn't get back on Earn by Time. I went to Earn Per Offer, got this offer here, $14.50 for 7.2 miles. Limoncello. I wanted to go and make $100 for like 3.5, 4 hours. We ended up making $118.95 in 4 hours of work. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a $29.74 an hour pace. Just absolute absurdity right there. This is how many miles we drove thanks to the Solo app. Link in the description if you want to sign up for a free week trial. So at the end of the day, this is what we ended up making with a 67% acceptance rate compared to what we made with a 100% acceptance rate, where we declined like 18 orders in a row. So overall, there was really no difference. Like, I felt like today was a great night. Yesterday, I made about $33 an hour on a Friday night. So yes, it is the weekend. Yes, you make a little bit more money, but overall, I really don't see any need to have a 100% acceptance rate unless you got a little screw that's not quite right in the head. But hey, it's your time. Enjoy it, whatever you want to do. Just bah. Okay, let me just eat real quick.